I trust this message finds you well. Tonight, I am honored to present a discourse on the subject of narcissism and self-centeredness. To illustrate the characteristics of individuals exhibiting narcissistic tendencies, I will draw upon the example of a prominent celebrity, Martell Holt. It is crucial to acknowledge that many individuals in our society grapple with selfishness and may be unaware of their narcissistic inclinations. This can lead to conflicts and frustrations in their interpersonal relationships, as they may experience distress when they do not receive the treatment they perceive they deserve.
This to be us.
What did you think it would be?
Because we had everything that we wanted. Everything was right. Yep, everything was right.
Well, all of that sounds good. And all of that sounds like, something that a person would want to hear. The reality is you don't value, and you did not value me. You did not value our marriage. You did not value our family. You did not value everything that we worked our asses off at such a young age to create. And you know the amount of time that I gave you to get it together. And it's the pain and hurt that you caused. And for you to continue to sleep with what then became an enemy for me, and now you have a baby coming by this same person, that's an out for me. I'm not checking for that at all. I never will check for that. Ever. Ever.
In terms of manipulation, individuals with narcissistic tendencies may engage in manipulative behaviors within their relationships and exploit others for personal gain. They often lack empathy and encounter difficulties in comprehending and relating to the emotions of others. Furthermore, they may exhibit attention-seeking behaviors and crave admiration from others to validate their self-worth. I look forward to engaging in a thoughtful and productive discussion on this topic. Martell Holt is an American media personality, entrepreneur, and author. He is recognized for his participation in OWN's Love and Marriage, Huntsville, a reality series that focuses on African American entrepreneurs. However, concerns have been raised regarding his behavior on the show. Specifically, his controlling behavior towards his wife and his infidelity have drawn criticism. Some viewers have suggested that his actions may indicate narcissistic tendencies. Additionally, his desire to reconcile with his wife despite his infidelity has been met with skepticism. I initially became aware of Martell Holt through the YouTube channel All About the Tea. I was captivated by the channel and decided to watch the show Love and Married Huntsville to gain a deeper understanding of the content. The initial episode portrayed a seemingly happy household, but it was evident that Melody was experiencing distress and felt betrayed. However, she refrained from expressing her emotions, likely due to Martell Holt's efforts to prevent such information from being revealed on the show. In the television show, Marceau and Maurice advised Martell to cease his extramarital affair with Ariane, warning him of the potential consequences, including the loss of his family and reputation. Despite this, Martell admitted to having a girlfriend while still married, displaying a lack of judgment and disregard for the sanctity of his marriage. However, he also expressed love for his wife and children, acknowledging his foolishness in jeopardizing his family for a fleeting relationship. Martell went on to praise his wife, Melody, as the ideal partner for him, leaving viewers confused about his true intentions and motivations. Especially in 2024, he retracts on Tasca K, trying to destroy Melody. Martell's mother concurs with Melody's assertion that she would have ended the relationship, but she believes Martell genuinely loves Melody. Melody's female co-star did not offer her full support during Melody's struggles, despite the fact that Melody did not always confide in Kimmy and Letitia, likely fearing judgment about her imperfect marriage, especially given Martell's desire to conceal his infidelities. Kimmy and Letitia have expressed a willingness to assist Melody, but their assistance is not always forthcoming. Martell's infidelity continues, as evidenced by his acquisition of 2 phones to conceal his activities. Martell stands out as a notably unintelligent individual on reality television, relying on his physical attractiveness to gain favor with friends, female acquaintances, and the producer, who appeared to be drawn to him and harbored an agenda to remove Melody from the show Love and Married Huntsville. At the beginning of the first season, Melody repeatedly expressed her frustration with Martell's infidelity. Melody warned Martell that she would leave him if he did not change his ways. Please subscribe. It is understandable that Martell is self-absorbed and his ego is a significant issue. However, Carlos allowing Martell to remain on the show after witnessing his behavior sends a negative message to women who are struggling in relationships with men like Martell. Marceau is a rational thinker and the only male who occasionally confronts Martell about his treatment of Melody. However, due to his friendship with Martell, he holds back. Martell's request for his friends to choose him over Melody and remove her from the show, allegedly, she is singled out for support on the show, is unfair. In the first season, Melody expressed her concern to Martell Holt regarding his frequent tardiness, often arriving home 2 or more hours late. It has come to light that Martell was spending this time with coleslaw Ariane Curry. Unfortunately, Martell failed to recognize the depth of Melody's love for him, as he was involved in an extramarital relationship with Ariane Curry. While Melody possesses a strong personality and is vocal about her feelings, she repeatedly warned Martell that she would leave him permanently if he did not cease his infidelity. Martell displayed an inflated sense of self-importance, believing that his wealth, the affections of 2 women, and his business ventures made him invincible. However, the truth is that only one of these women, Melody, truly loved him. During Morris's bachelor party, Martell's alter ego Marcus was revealed on the show. Martell was aware of his true identity at the club, as evidenced by his inappropriate behavior with the female dancers, which occurred after an argument with Melody. The Marcus/Martell persona that emerges when he is with Ariane may provide further evidence of this aspect of his personality. Additionally, his father's history of incarceration and criminal activity may have influenced young Martell's life, leading him to conceal this aspect of his past and personality from Melody, who was a Christian and always conducted herself professionally. Martell's alter ego, Marcus, appears to be a rough, loud, and promiscuous individual. It is understandable that Ariane Curry may be accustomed to this side of Martell, as she herself is described as cheap, desperate, attention-seeking, and not very intelligent. It is important to remember that Martell Holt caused his marriage to fail and should not feel guilty for Melody Sherry leaving him. Despite receiving advice from family and counseling, he continued to make poor choices by having 2 phones and maintaining contact with a side chick. Marcus, a hidden personality of Martell, is what presents on social media when Martell is coming for Melody, as well as his actions in the revenge tape on Melody and his manipulation of Ariane to cause conflict with Melody, reveal the narcissistic side to his character. This side of Martell believes he has the right to cheat and still enjoy the benefits of marriage. Martell's actions demonstrate a lack of consideration for the well-being of his family and a prioritization of personal desires over familial loyalty. His decision to betray his family for a romantic partner who lacks the means to support him raises concerns about his judgment and decision-making abilities. Martell's alter ego, Marcus, is an outgoing, deceptive, and dishonest individual. Martell chose Ms. Curry, who was young and easily influenced, as she was captivated by his wealth, fame, and the lifestyle he portrayed. Given his deceitful nature, it would not be surprising if Ariane had information about Martell's sexual activities. Ariane Curry took to social media to expose a married woman despite being the cause of pain for the wife and her family. While some may argue that the blame should not be placed on the mistress, it is important to consider the fact that she was aware of the man's marital status and yet pursued a relationship with him. She is obsessed with Martell and Melody. It is also evident that Martell is infatuated with his wife, Melody, but struggles to control his alter ego. This highlights the need for married men to seek counseling and engage in regular prayer to maintain fidelity and strengthen their commitment to their spouses. Ariane was not married to Martell Holt. Neither did they have any children together. Therefore, she could have easily separated herself from him. However, she desired to maintain her position in the relationship and replace Melody. I believe Ariane Curry spitefully continued her fake relationship with Martell because she likely did not have full knowledge of the situation between him and Melody. It is possible that she intentionally listened to and checked his messages from Melody in order to use them against Melody. We know that Martell Holt himself stated that if he lost Melody Sherry, he would be foolish to let go of a great wife and mother of his children. So when Martell attempted to reconcile with Melody, Ariane Curry took to social media and used her friend on YouTube to expose certain aspects of Melody's life with the intention of causing conflict between Melody and Martell, ultimately leading to their separation. However, Ariane was unaware that Melody was the money maker behind these actions. In my opinion, if Melody had accepted Martell's alter ego Marcus, they would have likely stayed married, leaving Ariane with no significant role in Martell's life. Ariane Curry frequently asserts her status as that girl and desirable, yet she remains unsuccessful in securing a romantic partner, expressing what Martell's sexual did to her as a way to get Melody jealous, which makes her foolishly immature and desperate to make people accept her as someone in his life. She expresses complaints about Melody as if they were in a committed relationship, and she uses Martell's sexual actions as a means to evoke jealousy in Melody. This behavior demonstrates a lack of maturity and desperation for acceptance. In contrast, Melody has achieved significant personal accomplishments and possesses a secure sense of self, which eliminates the need for sharing intimate details about her personal life. Ariane claims that she is constantly discussed on various episodes, which raises questions about her intelligence. It is important to note that Ariane's involvement in this situation is a result of her own decision to attach herself to Melody's husband. Melody on her TV show, where she openly discusses her husband's infidelity, which is her story about her life, but the mistress believes it is her story. Tasha K manipulates Ariane for a story about Melody and plays her. Ariane, it appears that as of 2024, she has not been chosen. I believe that she is the cause of your own troubles, and it is important to remember that Melody did not do anything wrong to the mistress. Martell is the one who hurt his wife, Melody, by using her to cause trouble. It is also important to remember that she can't be trusted and is a failure. Your obsession with Melody is likely due to Martell's own obsession with her. Martell is the one who is to blame for hurting his wife. Ariane could have left before the baby was born, and there were no strings attached. However, she continues to try to destroy every woman who comes into Martell's life. Sherry Whitfield is just one example. When Martell Holt and Sherry Whitfield were seen together on social media, she immediately came out on social media to expose their relationship, acting as if she were the wife. She needs to focus on her life and stop trying to interfere in the lives of others. Ariane frequently exhibits disrespectful behavior towards other women, particularly those who are larger in size. She now looks like the same ladies she's dissing. However, it is important to note that Ariane's personal experiences and relationship history may contribute to her lack of self-respect and inability to seek better opportunities. She has been involved in casual relationships and has never experienced a committed partnership. No one can feel sorry for her as she refused to leave Martell alone and is still trying to be accepted as his main woman. This may have hindered her personal growth and prevented her from developing a sense of self-worth. On the other hand, Melody Holt, a wife, mother, and successful businesswoman, exemplifies a different approach to life. She prioritizes her responsibilities and values her integrity. Unlike Ariane, Melody does not engage in activities that compromise her moral principles or religious beliefs. Ariane's obsessive control over Martell makes me believe she was trying everything to make Melody and Martell break up. Ariane is once again involved with Martell and Sherry. We are about to start doing S in real time. Curry began her series of messages. I let his first show play me so hard. By the time I caught on 2 years into the S, they had made up so many lies about me. I looked crazy defending myself. Never again, she captioned the screen grab, adding, he has called 15 times, claiming he is looking for Knox and emailed as well. By the way, I wasn't concerned about him this week. Curry alleged Holt later popped up to ask for their son. What the fact she wanted the internet to know shows she's immature. Why posting about this matter on the internet? If you did not want him, why are you making this public? Ariane, the mistress, always sends Melody messages and receipts indicating that she was having an affair with Martell. She also made public statements on social media claiming that Martell was pursuing her and was intimate with her. However, it is important to note that Martell was also maintaining a relationship with his wife, Melody, during this time. Ariane certainly did not want to leave Martell alone, especially when she saw him happy on Melody's social media. Upon reviewing the social media presence and actions of Ariane Curry, I have concerns regarding her ability to provide adequate care for her children. Her decision to leave her young baby in the car alone while engaging in social media activities raises serious questions about her judgment and priorities. Additionally, her interactions with Martell, despite his marital status, demonstrate a lack of respect for boundaries and potentially harmful behavior. It is crucial for individuals in positions of responsibility, such as parenthood, to act with integrity and prioritize the well-being of those under their care. I wonder why she did not leave the relationship and block him permanently. In one of her social media videos, she mentioned that she was on a date and he kept calling her, so she returned his call, and that's when Melody answered the phone. However, I find it difficult to believe her explanation. If she truly wanted to move on and had no desire to be with Martell, her actions would have been to leave him. Why would she continue to communicate with him? It seems contradictory to claim to be moving on while maintaining contact with Martell. It is possible that Ariane saw Melody's social media posts and decided to call him to make Melody aware of her. I don't get why a mistress would think that a man who kept calling her means he desires her only, but common sense tells you that he's also keeping his wife he desires more than the coleslaw, which is why he won't get a divorce. Being married is a strong desire for Martell, but he's an egotistical person and a narcissist. Ariane Curry advised Melody to control her husband, Martell, and ensure he remained at home. However, in 2024, Ariane Curry finds herself unable to persuade Martell to marry her or spend time at his residence. She is unable to prevent him from engaging with other women. It is inappropriate to feel sympathy for individuals like Ariane Curry, who, despite being mistresses, perceive themselves as significant as the wife and hold the wife responsible for the husband's behavior, particularly when they contribute to the husband's betrayal of his family. Ariane lacks a committed partner, and Martell has clarified that she is merely a friend. Martell Holt is still in love with Melody Holt and is intentionally mistreating her to keep her trapped in the relationship. I commend Melody for recognizing her self-worth and considering leaving the marriage. Martell's use of Ariane as a means to make Melody jealous is manipulative and controlling behavior. Melody has been a dedicated wife and mother, and Martell should have prioritized the well-being of his family. Martell and Ariane's relationship appears to be transactional, with Ariane believing that Martell's material gifts indicate his love for her. However, Martell's pride prevents him from truly replacing his former partner, Melody. Although he has attempted to do so with Sherry, particularly through their coordinated outfits, only Melody possesses the intelligence and leadership qualities that Martell seeks in a partner. Martell betrayed his wife and kids by disrespecting their mother on social media and through a YouTuber blogger. He also lets Ariane, who lacks empathy and has bad judgment, around his children. Martell uses his mistress Ariane to put out a revenge tape of himself and his ex-wife Melody on social media to expose her as unfaithful. He went on YouTube to expose her again with secret videos of him taunting her so she would react in anger to use in court. Martell also tried to get full custody of the children so Melody would pay him child support. During my observation of the initial season of the show, I noticed a striking resemblance between Melody and Martell and the iconic couple, Barbie and Ken. Their apparent mutual adoration led me to believe that they were the stars of the show. However, it became evident that the husband was concealing a secret. Melody, the wife, demonstrated genuine concern for the well-being of their marriage and repeatedly cautioned her husband. Unfortunately, he seemed to believe that he had complete control over her. How can anyone feel sorry for Martell, who truly needs counseling? His behavior is unacceptable and demonstrates his lack of maturity. The immature action is also why he kept using Ariane to make his wife submit to his needs in the bedroom when she was busy managing the family business. Martell's ego and narcissistic behavior broke up the marriage. He was a good dad. While he was married after the divorce, Martell's actions to his children are in question. He also harassed his ex-wife. Alleged. Martell with Ariane are not a good match and are bad for each other. Melody was a mature and intelligent woman who deserved better than Martell, who continues to display immature behavior, as evidenced by his recent actions on YouTube with the blogger. A narcissistic personality is what Martell shows throughout the show, and this is a lesson for men like him or mistress females like Ariane Curry to learn. Martell Holt's abusive behavior towards women is evident. He blames Melody for his infidelity, harasses her, and even attempts to release a revenge tape. This is harassment, plain and simple. It has come to our attention that Mr. Martell Holt is displaying characteristics of narcissistic personality disorder, such as arrogance and a lack of empathy for others. Despite his current financial situation, he maintains an unrealistic belief that he deserves an extravagant lifestyle. In light of these observations, the fans believe it is necessary to remove him from the show. To the uneducated eye, Mr. Martell Holt appears to possess a combination of desirable qualities that make him an impressive individual. He exhibits physical attractiveness and a refined sense of style, and conducts himself with that suggests kindness and a business-oriented mindset. He displays success and confidence, qualities that many women find attractive. Unfortunately, he uses these qualities to manipulate and deceive women, luring them into his web of deceit. Which is why Ariane, the mistress, won't leave him alone after 10 years of being a coleslaw and a baby mother. Martell Holt's actions have caused significant distress to his former wife, Melody Sherry. Despite attempts to reconcile and repair their marriage, his infidelity persisted, leading to their separation. Melody has faced challenges as a result of this situation. Every public attempt at co-parenting was unfortunately unsuccessful, as he would intentionally provoke Melody, causing her emotional distress and hindering her sense of security in his presence. To an external observer, his actions appear to be strategically calculated. It appears that the less she desires to interact with him, the more he asserts that she is deliberately preventing their children from seeing him. Ariane disclosed that he asked her to release the video that he and Melody created while they were still married. These actions and threats constitute harassment. It seems that after the second Melody stood up for herself, he chose to fixate and obsess over her. This has been noticed by the fans, many of whom have called him out and demanded his dismissal from the series. Melody detailed some of the ways that her ex-husband has disciplined their children that turned into physical harm, saying, "Have an unreasonably high sense of self-importance and require constant, excessive admiration." Alleged. Martell's narcissistic personality, in my opinion, is listed as feel that they deserve privileges and special treatment. Expect to be recognized as superior even without achievements. Make achievements and talents seem bigger than they are. Be preoccupied with fantasies about success, power, brilliance, beauty, or the perfect mate. Be critical of and look down on people they feel are not important. Expect special favors and expect other people to do what they want without questioning them. Take advantage of others to get what they want. Have an inability or unwillingness to recognize the needs and feelings of others. Be envious of others and believe others envy them. Behave arrogantly, brag a lot, and come across as conceited. Carlos's apparent delusions and fixations on Melody and Martell's personal lives indicate a concerning lack of awareness regarding the potential risks he is permitting on the show. It appears that Carlos King is not prioritizing the protection and well-being of Black women and may hold the belief that men should be allowed to disrespect and belittle women. Carlos King frequently provides inspirational messages to his social media followers, but he should also consider the well-being and safety of the people who work for him. In my opinion, it appears that Carlos King may be inadvertently endangering Martell's ex-wife by allowing him to share his stories. This could potentially result in physical harm to the ex-wife, which would reflect poorly on Carlos's ability to support women and his leadership skills. It seems that Carlos is prioritizing financial gain and sensationalism over the well-being of others. Carlos should be held more accountable than Martell for his actions. He actively participated in bullying Melody on the show and seemed to enjoy doing so season after season. When asked about the incident on social media, he refused to answer questions, which only served to further the controversy. I do believe it was bullying when he refused to stop Martell from the show, and he also let multiple people, including mothers on the show, targeting Melody and her fans, blaming Melody for her fans' behavior. Why do they keep blaming this woman to control her supporters, but Carlos's fail to control Martell? Stormy fails to control her mother, and in the same breath asks Melody to control her fans who are strangers. Carlos is excited to diminish other shows like Bravo. Destiny has a crush on Martell, in my opinion, and that is why she wants to target Melody with every enemy of Melody. Because Martell refused to leave his ex-wife alone, they believed it is love, so if they take Melody down for Martell, they would make him happy. Mainly cause of his attractiveness and well-dressed, most of the women want to replace Melody, who is a person with feelings and children. It is important to address the ongoing situation involving Mr. Martell and his associates. The actions of those who continue to associate with him, despite knowledge of his past actions, raise concerns about their potential culpability should any harm come to Ms. Melody. The repeated claims of Ms. Melody's infidelity, while Mr. Martell's mistress and her child are openly acknowledged to the world, demonstrate a lack of credibility and judgment. Furthermore, the alleged sharing of sensitive information about Ms. Melody's childhood by Mr. Martell's mistress raises questions about the level of trust and privacy within their relationship. It is crucial for Mr. Carlos to recognize the negative influence of these individuals and take appropriate action to address the situation. Additionally, it is important to note that Ms. Stormy's involvement appears to be motivated by a desire for attention and fame, which further complicates the matter. However, it appears that his extramarital affair with another woman has not resolved these issues. It is unclear why he continues to seek solutions from his ex-wife while simultaneously engaging in an extramarital relationship. Additionally, Mr. Holt's repeated accusations of infidelity against his ex-wife, while he himself is involved in an extramarital affair, raise questions about his credibility and judgment. Furthermore, Mr. Holt's mistress has been disrespectful towards Melody Sherry, which has caused tension among fans. Martell Holt blamed his ex-wife, Melody Sherry, for his problems at home. However, his mistress did not provide any assistance. It is unclear why he was so desperate for his ex-wife to resolve his issues and please him. He accused her of cheating while he was unfaithful to his mistress. This accusation seems irrelevant and repetitive, making him appear foolish. Fans have expressed concerns about his mistress's disrespectful behavior towards Melody. Melody, on the other hand, did not tolerate any disrespect towards Martell. This highlights the significant difference in their respective approaches to the situation. Martell may be unable to perceive the issues due to the influence of individuals like Carlos King, who utilize religious references in their messages to gain insight and wisdom, yet fail to recognize the detrimental impact their actions have on a family. For the sake of television, Martell effectively conceals his true nature, possibly as a result of his upbringing. Ariane appears to have underlying issues that need to be addressed. Her involvement in disrupting a family during a vulnerable time, while believing in her importance, suggests a lack of emotional maturity. She must seek counseling not only for herself but also for her children to ensure their well-being and address any potential emotional damage caused by her actions. It is important to recognize that her actions may have had unintended consequences, and Martell and Melody, as a family unit, may benefit from counseling together to rebuild their relationship and address any underlying issues for the sake of the children. Martell must cultivate self-love and acknowledge the limitations of his desires. He must learn to control his ego rather than attempt to control women. Melody Sherry has demonstrated remarkable maturity and care for Martell, and, regrettably, he lost such a valuable partner who had tried to guide him. In the new season of Love and Marriage, Huntsville is still surrounded by Martell and Melody. It's maybe entertaining for now, but later, it affects the children. As a fan, I wonder if this show is helping women, particularly as it shows more support for Martell, who is the one who causes his family all the stress in the first place. The show is called Love and Marriage in Huntsville, but there is no love, only ghetto tactics, behavior, and lack of support for women. Maurice is sex-obsessed. Marceau is controlling and speaks down to his wife. As a fan, watching and seeing Martell still has not grown up and speaking about, he goes lower cause Melody holds him accountable for his actions. Please subscribe and like. The voiceover sometimes doesn't pronounce the words clearly.
Come join me as I use my vegan foaming cleanser to remove my makeup. Now, we all know it's all good.
That you always want to justify the wrongdoing.
Okay, and as a wife, how do I justify the wrongdoing?
Because you said that you were fucking Martell, and then when you found out he was married, it was too late. You were already sitting on his face, and he was already right there at your beck and call, and he was already giving you roses. Like, you were saying these minimal things that he does for you to justify you continuing down the bad road.
You being a wife, hold on. If you being a wife and you knowing that your husband is pursuing another woman, you know that your husband is going hard for another woman, you know that your husband is giving roses, you know that your husband is going on dates with another woman, you know that your husband don't even gotta. I mean that the other girl don't even have to try hard for your nigga to be that.
But why do you think that is like a good? You say those words like it's a badge of honor.
Wife,
yes,
wife,
yes. You say those words like it's a badge of honor. Oh, he's going hard for me. That's not a badge of honor. A badge of honor is when he marries you, honey. A badge of honor is when he gives you that ring. That's the badge of honor.
Understand that your husband is not going hard and it's not a badge of honor. This is what men do. Like, this is why I can't talk to another woman.
No, I'm just saying, to me, side John say that like it's like, oh yeah, he was buying me this. He was eating Melanie's pussy too. Like, that's the fact of it. He was paying her mortgage. He was buying her cars. These are facts. These are
obsessed blocker. Like, oh my gosh, she's so obsessed with me. My son, here. My son. Oh, you left the garage down. I thought you just. Oh, well, hold on, guys. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds.
My cat can see my face. At least.
I don't know. Maybe hope. What are you doing?
I was not able to realize, okay, Ariane, what you did wrong and accept your faults. Now, I can. Hi, Lauren. What you and Morgan doing tonight? Lauren, my sister on here. Hi, sis. Let me not call you out, Lauren, for you being somewhere. What do you feel you did wrong? You don't mess with nobody's husband. And that's period. Regardless of what he's telling you, niggas lie. 9 times out of 10, we don't lie, but men will tell you a whole damn lie. You don't mess with nobody's husband. Yeah. And I'm just now stepping into growth, y'all, I'm gonna be honest. It took a long time. It took a long time for me to realize, Ariane, regardless of what, you were wrong. Grow up. Move on. It's okay. Apologize to that woman. Whatever she did was out of hurt. But we got 1 minute and 56 seconds left, so I guess that's how long we're going to be on live before I tune into my family. Girl, no. Girl, no. It don't be worth it at the end of the day, girl. But I got 2 kids to raise and I cannot keep dwelling on the past. I cannot keep letting y'all beat me up for some shit that I did in my fucking 20s. I won't. I had to release it, y'all. I had to. Yep. I was always in defense mode. I was always worried about what y'all had to say. I was always somewhere hiding from y'all. But now, and I love my son. I had him. Is he here now? You know what I'm saying? I love my son. All you can do is move forward. If something that you are dwelling on in the past, move forward. It's gonna be okay, y'all. These men, they come and go. But as women, we have to have a certain amount of respect for one another as to where, you know, you're looking at a man like...
We were a great couple. You know, we were damn near like a perfect couple.
Yes.
And, you know, we both got busy. And then I started complaining about things like that. But I feel that if I would have just accepted certain things, because it wasn't, and when I look at it now, I look back like, damn, it wasn't that serious. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's just when you're in the moment, when you're moving.
You got this amazing marriage, these amazing children, and you about to go around and mess it up? No, no. It's okay to be rejected here and there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're in a marriage, you know? So if I could have done anything different, I would have just accepted a lot longer, you know?
Well, like a baby complicates things. Did you get a DNA test? If you love her, don't get a DNA test. Though. But do you love her? I'm just asking him. He just...
I'm sticking with a marriage and giving him another chance. On the flip side, she's following and liking and commenting on the same person. Wait. How many comments I made on your...
If Maurice was out here cheating with somebody that I knew about,
I thought of her. That's what I do.
This woman that broke up a family, right?
Martell broke up the family. Y'all want to put on the lady.
Agree.
So don't do that.
It's like
You have low self-esteem.
I don't, baby, because
you have low self-esteem.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
and the drink walk was the bomb too.
Hey.
It was bomb.
Thanks for coming. Hey, Mel.
Come on.
Yes.
Listen, come here.
Yeah, no hug.
The day she found out about me and Martell, I did call his phone. I called his phone because I was out on a date and Martell was blowing me up. We was not supposed to be dealing with each other no more. I was moving forward. He was moving forward, whatever the case may be. So when I called back, he wasn't answering and I kept calling. I didn't know that he was sitting at the table with her mother and her discussing back because Martell was calling me.
And after me and her had the conversation, I was not calling back. One thing y'all got the story twisted about, I never had to call Martell. I never had to call Melody. Martell was always calling me. They got me portrayed as some crazy girl. Y'all know. Not true. Not true.
You finna go?
I am about to go.
All right, I'm gonna walk you to your car then.
My car's in the front.
I'm gonna walk you to it.
No, I'm right there. No, I'm right
Stop
there.
playing. This your purse? Is this your purse?
I'm literally
Is
in
this
the
your
front.
purse?
That's my Versace. I'm right here in the front.
I saw when you parked. You parked across the street. It's dangerous out there.
I walk to my car all the time by myself.
I'm being difficult.
I
mean, somebody
know.
can just scoop.
I think that was very foolish of me to do such a thing. But at that time, I'm not
thinking like, oh, my wife giving me 85% and she's giving me 15 or whatever. I think that I wasn't thinking.
There's already issues with Sheree's new man.
Yes.
Okay, what can you tell us about? It's Martell, right?
Yes, I call him the Eminem guy, you know, because he's got a chocolate ball head. Yeah.
That's all you want to tell us about him?
Well, he's feisty. You know him from another show, but he's very feisty. He really is trying to get another peach, you know.
Was I with somebody's husband or somebody's husband was checking for me? But y'all don't want to hear that, though. Yeah, y'all don't want to hear that, though.
Your mom and dad are still married?
No.
They're not.
Two-parent household.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How does it, I guess, being that you were raised in, you know, with your mom and your dad in the same house, correct?
Two-parent household.
What do you mean two-parent household?
Okay, excuse me.
Because I'm taking it as when you say two-parent household, your mom and your dad were in the same house.
Okay, so no, excuse me. I was raised with my mother.
Okay.
My father's side did have a two-parent household until he got divorced.
Y'all doing too much in the comments? Y'all always doing too much in the comments. And guess who? Don't care. And guess who's still calling? Come on, son. Y'all know that, though. Come on. This is the piece that you cannot. Okay, so y'all see how this bird. We're gonna call her Bird. Let me go ahead and address a few things because I know you won't hear under one of your little fake pages. So we're gonna go ahead and address a few things really quickly. Okay. Girl, I want one. I know they be wanting these roast honey. Listen, first of all, ain't nothing bad bodied over here. Let's be clear. Come with something deeper than that. Like, come with something better than that. That's the first thing lames want to throw out is about somebody's body or about somebody's hair. All that surface shit. Come with something deeper. Let's talk about your morals or lack thereof. Let's talk about your integrity or lack thereof. Let's talk about that. Okay? Let's talk about some stuff that actually has a little bit of substance. Okay? Secondly, girl, you're talking about I filed bankruptcy. Yes, sweetie, after your boyfriend filed. After he filed. So I didn't want everything to fall on me, not because I couldn't take care of everything. So let's get the facts straight. But I'm sure you have still continued to listen to all the lies that he gave. You know what? I finally understand why you was able to be a side chick for 5 years. Because you dumb. That's why. I didn't know how slow you really were. But you've been calling me slow for years on Beyonce's internet right here. And I ain't saying nothing. But now I understand how you've been able to be a side chick, how you was able to do that for 5 years. Because you really slow. And then he still ain't out with you. That is called slow. Get yourself some morals. Get yourself some integrity. Do yourself a heart check. And let me be clear. Where's your daughter? Because you said you having family day with y'all 5 kids. I got 4 with them. You got 1 and then another child. Now, you can't count either. I already know you don't know the difference between here and here. H-E-A-R and H-E-R-E. But you can't count either? So, somebody said, please press charges. Girl, y'all know I'm already handling all of that. And then for you to say you aren't talking about me, girl, you still got a whole video of me with my then husband. For what? What you got that for? For what? See, that's slow too, baby girl. Matter of fact, I'm going to be honest. If I was with a dude, and he my man, and he got a video of him with another woman,
and trying to show it to me, send it to me, anything me. I would be like, do you still want her? Can you stop talking about her? Why are you sending me this video of you and her? Like, that don't make you think that, like, slow. So, somebody said Mel got time all week and this week. So, since you said you can't pull up today, just know, baby girl, the doors are always open.
Miss Ariane, how she pronounce that? Ariane Curry is speaking out. She's letting all the ladies know, Ricky. She said, quote, ladies never have a baby by a married man. She said, let me be your example. Baby, she's a woman she's subject of criticism for having an affair and welcoming a child with a married man who's expressing regrets while sending shade. Now they're saying y'all Miss Ariane Curry, honey, she's the multi-year mistress of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Martell Holt. And she went to Instagram to blast Mr. Holt, y'all, and expose several of their private email conversations, honey. Now she's saying, y'all, you know, she was mad with Martell. She said, according to her, she said she welcomed the son by the own star, and she said Martell is a narcissist and a liar who sent her an email accusing her of being immature. He said, quote, you told me you grew up, reads an email allegedly from Holt to Miss Curry. She said, shaking my head, said, I feel so bad for you. My heart hurts.
At the end of the day, Martell, you owe me an apology for the way you spoke to me in the gym.
Boy, I'm sorry, but
you don't have to.
I won't apologize for anything.
You don't have to.
Okay, well I'm gonna go to the other gym.
All right, that's fair.
I'll holler at y'all.
Can I say thank you?
Yeah, don't thank me, brother.
For not speaking?
Oh no. Yeah, you should thank me. You should thank me.
I'm
for the
thankful.
word that I use instead of the action.
Another threat.
Yeah. Hey, call him on that.
No, I'm good. You don't come through on your threats.
Don't be kicking a horse while he's down. That's another reason I'm mad.
Who's kicking a horse while he's down?
You. Almost as if y'all ain't cheated or cheating or haven't slept with 20 women.
What the f*** talking about?
I'm saying you act as if you ain't cheated.
I haven't. I know I haven't.
Dude.
No, you're making a mistake.
No,
you're making a mistake. You know what the bad part about it is?
No.
You get caught up in some stuff.
No.
And instead of you owning it,
I've owned it.
You want to act like everybody else is doing it.
You do.
So how do you know?
Oh, Oh, dude, don't ask me that, because I can make, I got so many phone calls.
A phone call?
Many. And they're going to have a lie detector test.
I'm not doing nothing. I'm not even engaged in none of this bull.
All right,
but even more
stop talking then. Stop talking.
I can't believe that you came in here and tried to accuse me of infidelity. Man, you are sad, bro.
About me and my family, but I understand it now, though. When I saw certain communications coming from you guys, and I'm thinking, even my wife and I, we having conversations, I'm like, why they keep coming for us? I'm like, we're not saying anything about them. And Melanie agreed, like, no, we're not. That's why I acted out like I did. You know, it's like me almost like telling, like, y'all stop. I'm not knowing what my wife doing. I'm telling y'all chill, y'all stop. Like I'm being bored or something. It's not me. You know what I'm saying? It's not me.
I'm just gonna let you know right here. You made comments out of your mouth.
Yes.
That directly affected our marriage.
Oh, you talking about like the 20 girls?
Mm-hmm.
So even though I was misled by Mel, I did say some things out of my own mouth that it'd be hard for them to forgive and forget.